Welcome back to the next section of Traefik training. In this section, we're going to talk about observability and access logs. Essentially, access logs is logging who calls whom. If we take this into our cat app situation in our demos, when we make a request to the cat app, we're actually logging what IP address we're accessing the cat app with, exactly what path we're trying to achieve in the cat app, and what the status is of the cat app when we try to access the cat app. Is it actually successful? Does it give us a 200? Or is there an error like a 404? So all this information is logged into the access logs. Additionally, with access logs, we can start building some analytics on top of our access log as well. So we can start figuring out how many users visit our service, exactly what path they visit. We can figure out all these details. We can also figure out exactly where they're visiting from by the IP address. So that's how web analytics works, is based off access logs. And we're just extending that a little bit with the access log configuration. So the configuration, we can configure the file path similar to the Traefik logs, the format, and the buffering size. Additionally, with access logs, we can also filter for certain status codes, retry attempts, or minimum duration. What this allows, for example, I don't want to see all the 200 errors in the access logs. I only want to see errors, for example, 404s or 500 errors. Then I know there's a system problem somewhere or my service is not handling this properly. So this is what filtering allows us to do. Next, we can actually limit the fields and include header. This allows us to actually basically keep or drop certain aspects of the header. And this is also for nice housekeeping. Next up is log rotation. So we can rotate the logs, because access logs can get very large, especially if you have a lot of activity on your services. And Traefik just kind of combines all these access logs into one log. So log rotation will definitely help as well. And finally is time zones. So time zone by default in Traefik is UTC. So this can actually be overridden. We can actually use any time zone with a desired configuration. This is all configurable, and this is all about access logs. So join me in the next section as we take a look at the access logs lab. We understand exactly how we can enable the access logs and what we can do with access logs. Join me in the lab.